Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Plague Inc. Evolved. Not feeling super hot right now, so if it comes across in the video, then I do apologize. It's my own darn fault, of course. I had food that I should not have. Taco Bell. It was Taco Bell. Wasn't even really my choice. My wife wanted to go there because we never go to Taco Bell because I don't usually like it, but we ate there anyway. Am I the only one who thinks that nacho cheesy sauce is not actual cheese? It's more like some sort of weird oil with cheese flavoring. I don't know. It's kind of like butter at the popcorn at the movie theaters. It's not actual butter. It's an oil thing. Either way. Rise of the Fridges by Noob McNoobly. Oh, my bad mood's about to get worse, isn't it? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Screenshots coming soon. We need screenshots of your fridge? Okay. This is a crazy plague that advances the technology in fridges to spread their wings and fly. I'm serious. I'm super serial. From making the doors stay open to a secret symptom that I won't spoil. Get it? Spoil, because it's not refrigerated? Inspired by my friend killing me with a fridge in Gary's mod. Thanks to Lethality for playing my scenario. Oh, Lethality did this one. Okay. I've only seen a few of his videos, but he does seem pretty good, and he has done far more Plague Inc. content than I have. Anyway, modified genetic code. We have a metabolic jump. All this stuff actually seems pretty good. I don't need to go too far into it. It is a bacteria type. Play on normal as usual. The fridge? No, I'm going to randomize it. Itchy infection? No. Damage pandemic. Wasting suffering. Weary stroke. Traumatic pox. Plagueborne. You know, we'll just go with Plagueborne, but it's supposed to be the fridge, obviously. Oh, it even still calls it the fridge regardless of what I name my scenario. Nice to know. Welcome to my first plague. The fridges are sick of being puny objects and have emitted a strange odor, one that infects citizens with the fridge. The odor infected them, or bacteria wafting on the wind infected them, I don't know. Non-serious plague. If you expect this to be serious, the door is over there. Yep. Okay, well, you know what, because you said it like that, I feel like I'm in a much better mood and more open and receptive to the non-serious hilarity of this plague. You just better make me laugh, dang it. Alright, the fridge, or Plagueborne, begins in Saudi Arabia. I should not have changed the name, but alas, I did anyway. Alright, moving on to the transmissions. What do we start off with? Garage sales. Fridges start selling at garage sales. Okay, sure. Tiny bit of infectivity. Does not look like... No, we start off with a little severity, so it doesn't add any severity. So just a teeny bit of infectivity for 4 points. It's not terrible. Odor. A strange odor starts coming out of the fridges everywhere. Well, I thought that we started off with the odor. You know, you can program this to start you off with a symptom. Like, you don't have to just make it a 1-point thing. This increases severity, but not infectivity. Well, why do I want the odor? I don't want the odor. The odor sounds terrible. Faulty door. Some fridges will begin to have faulty doors, causing it to turn room temperature to low temperatures. Wait, no. Oh, I see. So it's basically acting as an air conditioning unit for the rest of the room. That's not actually how refrigerators work, but good try. Refrigerators are basically an enclosed heat pump system that takes the heat out of a enclosed space and then pumps it out into the atmosphere. So technically the refrigerator is heating up the room around it at the cost of cooling down the space inside of it. So if you just open it up, I mean, the fridge won't become cold anymore, but it doesn't necessarily do much for the room. It just kind of reaches a new equilibrium. But alright, we'll go with that anyway. Abilities. Oh, I should have gone for the pathostasis, if only I had known. Increased stock. More stock equals more sales. I'm not good at economical decisions, am I? Decisions I really can't say, but your own concept of economics does seem to be lacking a little bit. But that's okay, this is a non-serious scenario after all. More stock equals more sales. No, not necessarily. More supply means lower prices. That's how economics works. Restock fridges. Foods are restocked, making scientists confused. Are the fridges going forth and of their own volition refilling themselves with food? I mean, if so, that's awesome for my own grocery bill, but I have to feel very bad for the poor people that are working the cash registers at my local Walmart or grocery store, because that must be bizarre. Alright. Advanced technology will unlock traits that unlock symptoms. Gotta love unlocking, huh? Yeah, a gate behind a gate behind a gate. This is like Plagueception. I'm on fire today. Heat resistance 1. Fridge is able to survive in temperatures over 40 degrees. 40 degrees what? You have to specify a unit. Fahrenheit? That's not impressive at all. Celsius? It's pretty good, actually. Not bad. I mean, 40 degrees Celsius is pretty hot, all in all. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's pretty hot. Cold resistance. Fridges can survive degrees under -15. Again, Celsius or Fahrenheit, because if it's Fahrenheit, that's not that impressive, but, you know, it's something. Actually, once a fridge can survive under this, doesn't it become a freezer? I don't know. It doesn't say that it's emitting cold temperatures, it just means that it can survive. I mean, those are just basic material properties. I don't know. As somebody who took mechanical engineering with various different material science classes and so on, I feel like I know a little bit about that. Airplanes are using new sterilization air filters. Well, that sucks because as far as I'm aware, there's no real way to counter that. But all right, we'll go for the garage sales. That leads to hardware stores, which will increase my infectivity even further. We can refund these, by the way, if we had to. Supermarkets. Fridges start selling in supermarkets. I don't know about supermarkets like, you know, my local Walmart, but my local Best Buy, certainly. Has anyone else noticed that Best Buy doesn't even sell electronics, like computer parts anymore? Like, not really. They're definitely moving more and more toward, like, the kitchen appliances side of things, which is very disappointing. Best Buy is not supposed to be Sears, dang it. That's where I'm supposed to be able to go and get an upgrade to my graphics card. Now I have to go to Fry's Electronics, but there are no Fry's Electronics in my town, which is very disappointing. So, Amazon or Newegg, it shall be. Mega Malls! Fridges start selling in Mega Malls, oh yeah! Why are we yelling and singing Mega Malls? I don't know. But apparently we are. Anyways, alright, starting to spread a little bit. Let's go ahead and grab the Mega Malls. That leads to advertised. Fridges are openly advertised everywhere, effectively creating major demand. That's not exactly true. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, that is sort of the goal of marketing. It just doesn't always work that way. Festival in Love in Egypt. Well, unless your kissing makeout sessions / lovemaking sessions are done in the proximity of the fridge, I don't see how that ends up being relevant to me. Oh, Rio Olympics. Cool, like Brazil. Mystery still surrounds the decision to postpone the Rio Olympics. Organizers promise it will happen soon, but no reason has been given for the change. You know, I don't know if this is actually a part of the scenario that's been programmed. I wonder if Plague Inc. has finally updated away from the London Olympics and into the Rio Olympics. I don't know, I actually didn't see a patch note for that, but it is possible. Either that, or the author is a bit more on top of it than I was expecting, in which case, kudos to you, sir. Alright, do we want to go for the faulty door? I mean, it's not as severe. We do kind of want some severity now, because we're starting to get into new countries, and this is worth a little extra DNA. So we'll go for odor. Insomnia. Inability to sleep makes people irritable and less productive. What does that have to do with a fridge? I don't know. Are people calling them, you know, crank calls? Is your refrigerator open? No. Wait. No. Damn it, I screwed up the joke. Can you tell that I've never made prank phone calls? I haven't. More stock equals more sales. I have no idea what this does because it's not a stat increase. I am going to go for the advanced technology and let's just sort of see what that opens up. Nothing. Okay, and nothing in transmission either. Well, I feel very special, don't I? We've gotten refrigerators into Madagascar. I'm sure the people of Madagascar are thrilled. There's South Africa. Okay. 9 points to work with. Let's grab the faulty door. No idea what's behind that. Paranoia, irrational delusions, and mental symptoms. Again, this has absolutely nothing to do with refrigerators, which I do find a little bit disappointing. Is there a reason I'm paranoid of a refrigerator? Like, that would be more fun, but apparently not. Plagueborn, I regret changing the name of this scenario. It really did not need to happen, but I did it. Saudi Arabia is trying to cure the refrigerator. Have you considered, wait for it, unplugging them? Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, unless they can control their own electrical cords like the animated appliances in the Brave Little Toaster, I don't really see the threat here. So I'm going to go for a little bit of cold resistance because we started in Saudi Arabia. Do I want flying fridges? Yes, let's go for the frying fridges. Flying fridges, there we go, because I suspect, yes, it does open up air. The fridges grow large angel wings. Sure. Well, because there were those air sterilization filters, I know that I can't travel by plane, which is kind of hurting my ability to get to the other continents, so I do want to get that air as soon as possible. Like now, for example, we'll do just fine. Okay, so hopefully now we can get on some planes out of Saudi Arabia. So far, it's not happening at all, which is very disappointing, so maybe we'll get another round of it. Let's go for Air 2. No pop-ups about getting around the air sterilization filters. Maybe we're just screwed. Rio Olympics are back on. As long as people don't bring a portable refrigerator, I'm sure they will be just fine. Do I want to go for advertise for the massive infectivity boost? Well, I just picked it up, so I'm going to go with yes. We're in the UK, and the Olympics were a success in Brazil. Good to know. I know that some people are questioning how well the Olympics are doing in Brazil right now, actually, as we speak, because, well, they're not super popular. Viewership of the Olympics does seem to be significantly down. Let's go for the cold resistance level 2. Do I want They're Alive? Not yet. Explosions? No. Temperature configuration. Fridges are now able to heat the insides alongside freeze them immensely. I'm going to go for floating and get a level of water. In fact, we'll get 2 levels of water. Very effective to do that. And that does appear to open up some level of extreme bioaerosol or something along those lines. It does, and it doesn't have anything to do with the refrigerators. I mean, if you're going to have a non-serious scenario like this, then I feel like you kind of want to have custom descriptions for everything, you know? In some way, you've got to make it tie in to your theme, which is a refrigerator. Don't you? I mean, that's my personal opinion. Maybe some people would disagree. So, do I want They're Alive or explosions for some level of severity? Alternatively, temperature configuration. Is that a good thing for me? You know, let's grab it. Let's see. No new transmissions, but we do have Stay Frosty. The temperature will become so low that it can create frost in the room. May freeze labs during cure work. Well, if I was worried about the cure, then that would be really good for me. We'll pick it up anyway for the extra severity. 5-finger fillet. The fridge may freeze fingers, ears, nose off. That's very rapid. I mean, if somebody left their hands in the fridge for a very long period of time, I might be a little bit more sympathetic to that, but if somebody's going to take that freaking long, just keeping their hand in there, that seems like it's kind of on them and not the fridge, you know what I mean? Alright, what is increased stock and what does this do? I don't know. I'm going to go for the explosions. That unlocks that for 45 points. Well, damn. It's a bit more than I was expecting it to be. Psychosis. Gas gives headaches that cause severe psychosis. I mean, is the refrigerator leaking Freon? Maybe. 5-finger fillet. You know what? Let's go for the psychosis. Is a little bit lethal, but meh. Alright, let's go for They're Alive and see what else comes out of that. Whoa, we have a transmission. Corpses. Live fridges now store their gas in dead bodies. I'm not sure the person who designed this knows what how refrigerators work. I believe that it's primarily operating off of a liquid cooling system. Although, actually, I guess it depends a lot on the type of refrigerator. Maybe some older models do that. We'll go for the corpses because that does sound like corpse transmission to me. We will grab the... Do we want the aggression? No, wait, hang on. Fridge hunger. Fridges become hungry for human flesh. Aggression, hypothalamic tap. Causes irrational hatred and violence. Or save up for the explosions, and we'll explode everybody, and then we will keep their bodies fresh inside of our refrigerators. We have gotten into every single country, so I'm fine with going for the lethality. Let's go for the explosions. Bam. Not spreading very fast in Ukraine. I guess they don't have a lot of refrigerators there. Let's get some aggression. Cannibalism. Again, has nothing to do with refrigerators. Blindness. I mean, okay, I guess that what they're trying to say is that the odor and or the gas that is being released by the refrigerators is causing all these symptoms. I just wish it had something to do more with the refrigerators themselves. I just feel like that could be a little bit more fun. So, cannibalism, blindness, fridge hunger. Let's go for fridge hunger and see what their options are, because this is more customized. Ice breath. It's a blue dragon. Or a white dragon, depending on which lore you are pertaining to. Never mind. The fridges can run up to infect uninfected civilians or government officials and freeze them forcefully, as opposed to voluntarily. Fire breathers. No description. This is the default whenever you create a new symptom, as I have learned. So somebody forgot to update a description there. Electric shock. Fridges can unplug and shock people with their wires. Unfortunately, that's also not how electricity works, because once you're unplugged and you've broken the electrical circuit, how do you expect to transfer the electrons into the people? I mean, you have to create an electrical circuit somehow. If you kept yourself plugged in and then broke up a couple of different wires and attached them so that the human body completes the circuit, well, that would make a little bit more sense. Also, this is severe but not lethal, which I find boring. So we're going to go for fire breath. Lorem ipsum blah blah blah. We're not killing very quickly, which is a little bit surprising. I kind of expected to do a bit more damage than this. But we will go for the ice breath. It is far more lethal than cannibalism. which is not quite what I would have thought intuitively. I would have thought that if people decide to eat each other, that's a pretty darn consistent method of murdering your fellow man, but ice breath apparently is more effective than that. Frozen limbs. Limbs start to freeze and have a slight chance of shattering. Let's go for the blindness and then suicide, and that pretty much caps out the lethality, so we should win very easily, I think. Okay, well, that's the rise of the fridges, everybody. Ugh, words. My own tongue is starting to kind of freeze and fall off or something, I don't know. Plagueborn has destroyed the world despite the world's best efforts, and everybody's dead. But don't worry, they shall be preserved for up to 3 weeks inside of the refrigerator. 2 stars. Might have hoped for a little bit better than that, but So, I mean, yeah, not a serious scenario at all, and yeah, okay, good. I mean, I wasn't assuming that we should take it seriously from the beginning, but I'm you know, goody, I guess. The only problem I have with the scenario is not that it's a joke scenario. Sometimes joke scenarios just exist to be funny. But the problem is that a lot of the transmission and other kind of things, they feel like they just exist because you have to have water transmission, you have to have air transmission, but they don't necessarily fit a theme. Now I'm okay with something like suspending the disbelief here, suspension of disbelief that, oh my gosh, a refrigerator has wings. I don't mind that. But you gotta be consistent about it. Why are there so many symptoms that have nothing to do with fridges? It feels like you just took the existing symptoms for the bacteria and then just shuffled them around a little bit into a straight line, but you didn't really create much. But maybe you did, I don't know. Maybe that's the goal, maybe someone can explain that to me. All in all, I don't think it's a bad scenario, I think it's fine. And yeah, I'll go ahead and say I enjoy it because it's mildly amusing. But the only critique I really would have is just I would like a little bit more descriptions, a little bit more creativity that has to do with the fridges themselves. That's all I'm trying to say. Otherwise, I know that whoever created this did spend a fair bit of time putting this together, and it's your first scenario, and that's fine. So, well done, kudos for effort. Couple things I would change, but otherwise, it's funny and whimsical, and that's not so bad. Thank you all for watching. This has been Pravus. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.